We've got a real treat tonight at the Bill Brown series. We have two poets from two outside teams actually visiting today. Beth Fisher from the Guelph Poetry Slam team, and we have Truth Is from the Burlington Slam team. And these ladies are actually moving to Ottawa pretty soon. So what inspired you to come to Ottawa and live here?
Just to actually be a part of the scene. That's why it's so amazing that the festival's happening here, because it actually has like, the community is great. It's the current Slam Championship team. It's the the World Poetry Slam champion that resides in Ottawa. Like, there's a lot going on here, and if you're into spoken word and slam, then this is kind of where you want to be right now. So that's
exactly.
Yeah.
Beth, same for you.
What you said.
Exactly. Now, how did you both get involved in spoken word?
For myself, it was journal entries, doing some journal entries, like sharing them with some friends and being like, whoa, you gotta go on an open mic and do this. I was like, what? Okay, whoa, you gotta try out for this slam team. And then it's just like, boom, spiraled from there.
For me, it was, writing rhymes, like, rapping, hanging out with the boys like that. And then all of a sudden it led to seeing my first spoken word artist, and then it was like, whoa, like, I want to do that, and then writing my own thing, then being encouraged to perform it at like a school production, and then from then on it was open mics, and then I just saw randomly an open mic slam. I didn't even know what a slam was. I went to it, and I like tied for first place, but only because I had a whole bunch of like time penalties, and it was hilarious. I loved it. It was amazing, and from then on, I've just been hooked. Yeah.
Incredible. And you both were, created the Guelph sort of slam community. Is that right?
Well, she did most of the creating there. I'm just helping out right now and helping it grow in that sort of way, because I love to see spoken word expand in different communities, because it's important to me. And like anywhere I am, like, there needs to be strong spoken word. So that's lately I've been making, spending a lot of time in Guelph, and so that's why I made sure that that happened.
Yeah, for me, I went to the 2008 Canadian Festival of Spoken Word in Calgary and didn't know very much about spoken word or slam or anything, but went there as a competitor and just got blown away, and came home to Guelph and was like, I need a slam, I need a regular spoken word artist in my community. I don't want to go to Toronto every time I want to see spoken word. And literally I made a poster for a slam, posted it. I didn't know what was going to happen. 30 people showed up. And ever since then, we've been having slams once a month. So people are hungry for it. They want it. If you give it to them, they'll take it.
Fantastic. And you both met at the Calgary Festival, is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Were you both sort of inspired by each other's poetry, or what sort of sparked the...
You know what, I didn't even talk to her because I was a total rookie, and she was like this big wig, like, spoken word artist, and I was like, I don't talk to you. And then she came and talked to me, and I was like,
Yeah, just drawn to each other, started talking, and next thing you know, we're getting married.
That fast, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
So, but this year you're on competing teams. So
Yes,
is this kind of
you're going down.
All right.
you don't even know what's gonna happen.
Oh man, you ain't ready yet.
I can see it's ruining your relationship.
Yes,
right now.
it is. It's like it takes new meaning to, like, being in bed with the enemy, like.
A little healthy competition is always fun.
It is. It's a beautiful thing. It's like, what the thing is, I realized that it doesn't really matter. Like, I can tell her exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm like, I'm gonna do this poem, I'm gonna do this poem. What do you think about this poem? I'll run it all by her, because it doesn't matter. She's doing the best that she can, and I'm doing the best that I can, and leave the judging to the judges. And so that helps, like, us all grow, and that's pretty much what I'm, like, I find it fun. And she runs things by me, and I'm like, okay, this is my thoughts on it, and it's all for growth. So
yeah, so really you're feeding each other's poetry and then helping out with feedback.
And that's really the big thing about CFSW, like, for the Guelph Poetry Slam team. The Guelph scene has only been happening for 2 years, and this is the first time Guelph is sending a team. So for the poets in my community, this is their opportunity to grow, because they get in this scene where it's like, yeah, I'm the best poet in Guelph, And then you go to the Canadian Festival of Spoken Word and you get slammed.
Competition.
And you're like, oh, I'm not that good. And then it just, like, pushes you, and they bring all that knowledge back to the Guelph community, and that's what's awesome. It's about CFSW.
Yeah, for me, it's like I've been to, this will be my 5th CFSW. I've also been to like 2 American nationals, and I've all been to like some like American like individual things. So like for me, I'm just like, and I still get really excited to come to CFSW. I'm like, yes, 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 Canada, like homegrown, like everybody is here. It's like coming home. It's like big family dinner. Like this is Thanksgiving. Like literally Thanksgiving starts like is a day before everything gets started. This is Thanksgiving.
It seems
dinner.
appropriate, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. It's a big family gathering, and it's just like a chance to like hang out, hear new perspective, meet people from across Canada. So it's an amazing experience that I'm just looking forward to. And like yes, just a few weeks, like four or 5 weeks now, and we're ready to go.
And for anyone who hasn't heard spoken word poetry before, you should definitely come out to some of the bouts, come out to the finals, come through the whole competition and pick your favorite team and see how they go through.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's amazing art form. It's on the fringe. Not that many people know about it, and it will change your life.
Yeah, we also have
check those out.
guerrilla poetry. You guys up for that?
Oh, all the time.
Poetry
That's like
in
my
the
favorite.
streets.
That is my favorite,
Spontaneous poetry.
my favorite
Exactly.
thing to do whenever festivals come around is just go and stomp through the streets and doing poetry, like, you know, get up on those benches, like start shaking at people who they don't even know what's happening. And all of a sudden, bam, there's another poem. So
Speaking of
yeah.
spontaneous poetry, do you ladies want to spout something right now, just for the camera?
Go ahead.
Sure. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm an environmentalist, and I have a poem about snakes. So I'll give you a little 1-minute snake poem. Snakes, 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 slippery, non-slimy snakes, slither across southern Ontario lands and in sandy meadows and forest stands lives the eastern hog-nosed snake, a great performer, a wonderful fake. If it fears being struck with a rake or killed for some other sake, it'll puff up its neck and send out a hiss. If its behavior doesn't frighten or dismiss, it'll roll on its back and pretend it's disease, convulse, stick its tongue out, so it won't be seized. Convince its predator, don't eat me, I'm sick. But if you grab it and flip it with a stick, you might decide to pursue your attack, because it'll roll from its belly back to its back and continue its act. Yeah, the eastern hog-nosed snake. What's that name about? It's got an upturned piggy snout. Snakes, 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 slippery, non-slimy snakes. Slither across southern Ontario lands. If you're a reptile fan, raise your hands.
All right, awesome.
This is my snake poem.
This is my community poem. I decided I'm not any better than anybody, but I'm not any worse. I'm just different. The same way you are missing the magic in the formula that makes me you and you me. And coming to this conclusion was not as easy as it seems. It's been a long, arduous task, a test of faith on some days, in hope that someday I'd find something to believe in. And not just when I believed I needed something to help pass life's test or find my damn keys. Before sex and preference, before race, before any religion created to divide us, son, I could not have birthed. I am human. I feel, and my blue blood bleeds red. I was born. I struggle the same way you do. It's just a difference in the details that makes us individuals. I worry about a future that's not promised, but in the meantime, before I die, I ask questions like, where do I fit into this world? Who are my true friends? What defines me is important, but more importantly, why? So lately I've been searching for reason to smile. Between poverty, abuse, searching for truth, I try. There's lies and deception, crime and talks of a resurrection. The world is ending in ignorance, condemning the different. I see this at work. Amidst the condescending remarks and lack of eye contact from those spending money, refusing to pay attention to anyone on the other side of the counter, trying to make it, with his master's voice at my back. And seemingly there's no dirty dimes in my register to spread a story of someone who knows you can't buy happiness. There's just debt slips for pacification, plastic paper with plastic, and prepackaged bullshit masquerading as music. So I've gone to corner coffee shops and bars, bookstores and parks. I've taken poetry from street to street to streetcars. After backroom breakdowns and stakeouts on street corners, I slam to pay homage to those who live inside me. Those who stood and stand beside me outside the box, knowing that this is not where they plan to be, but know that this is where they are. Those that walk the same street, but just a little differently, smitten and actively involved in the process of growth that I go through, looking through halos, leering in hearts, bleeding, beating, breaking bare fists on broken consciences by osmosis. I know you, all of you, as I begin to understand why I'd even grab a mic in the first place and smile as loud as I possibly can. But I'm left still looking, searching for this version of truth and grin that will bring out the kid that sings in all of us. I'm hoping, looking for reasons to smile, and sharing is my purpose for living, giving others a means to see how wanting to be aware is a life-changing mission, altering your perception, because really, what is the point of trying to find that perfect, chipped, buck-toothed, yellow crooked grin if it's not to share it with the ones that inspire you to keep giving back?